Hey Facebook, good morning. I finished my workout this morning and I'm getting ready to teach a class, but I wanted to hop on and just share this message with you today, your food freedom formula and why it matters. And this morning I was talking with a dear friend of ours. We actually met him from the gym. He is somebody that I really respect, and I've seen him completely transform his body. And we were talking about his how he's transformed his body. And he's an older gentleman, and he had said that he, like 5 years ago, his insulin levels were super high. He was about ready to have surgery and all sorts of stuff. And he was pretty active. And we were talking about how he does like intermittent fasting, and he does more of a high protein, high fat diet. And it was just so interesting, like the perspectives. And so I was just thinking, like, this is why it makes such a difference to figure out your own formula, because the way that he eats, we were talking about, I was asking him, like, how many hours do you actually fast for? And he said he has a 4-hour window that he eats. So he fasts for like 18, 19 hours. And I'm just like, holy crap, that is not something that's going to work for me. I would wake up being hangry mom. I would just not be nice without food. And I've trained my body to like eat every 3 hours and all of that. And so that's what works for me. But this is what's so cool, is both of us eat for the same principles, which is fueling your body with health. And just because we have different methods doesn't mean, hey Teresa, doesn't mean that like different methods work for different people. That's why you have so many different diets out there and so many different things. Like, for example, sometimes people will say, oh, okay, eat more to lose more. Well, if you're the girl that's eating 4,000 calories on a daily basis, that is not going to work for you. And so you have to be really conscious about, like, what are you doing? What are your patterns? What is it that's going to make it easier for you to get to your goals? So just because I may have like a complete formula that I start my clients out on, that doesn't mean, like, sometimes during it, we will on our check-ins and stuff, we're going through check-ins and I'm checking in, like, what's your energy levels? How are you feeling? Are you getting results? Because honestly, my job is not to give them my diet. Like, that is not gonna work. And so we need to find out, okay, let's give you a formula. Let's start you here. Let's create something together. This is science-based. Now let's see how you do. Let's create some discipline. Let's create some consistency. Let's check your body. Your hormone levels may not work the same types of workouts. And that's what's so powerful about having a coach, is having somebody by your side to check in and be like, okay, is this working? Because if it's not, you need to get results. Results matter. Your results matter. And so I have a couple girls, like, where I've set them at a certain amount of calories, and yeah, science says that that's going to work for them. But if they can't stick to that, then we have to take them from where they're at to their next step. So maybe you're in a space where maybe things just aren't the normal. Maybe your life is like going super crazy and things aren't the normal. That's fine, because I have a lot of people that say, they'll give me their food logs and they'll be like, well, this isn't normal for me. That's okay. Like, my job as a coach is to be by your side and look at your food and help you go from where you're at. And if you're addicted to sugar, it's not a bad thing. It's okay, let's look at it and let's move you forward and let's do this step to get you on track. And then we go from there, little by little by little, is piece by piece, one day at a time, one moment at a time, is how you're going to become consistent, is how you're going to get to your goals. And so it was just super cool to completely hear his perspective, where it's completely different. I would not eat that way. It would not work for me, but it works for him, and it created health for him. And so it was just super fun. I just love learning about nutrition. I love learning about what works for different people. And there's so many different diets out there, you guys. You got to find what's going to work for you, because your health is important, and getting all of your cortisol levels, your hormones, like everything in check is going to be based on really unprocessing your diet a little bit more. Like that's the truth. Let's get it to that point. But I just wanted to share that. And if you are someone that you are just noticing that you're struggling, maybe you're bloating, maybe you're having digestion issues, maybe you are not ever hungry, maybe you just want to get started, I just want to let you know that I'm here, and you can fill out an application to work with me, either one-on-one, I have group settings, and I have online. So I am accepting applications, and what that does is it just gets you on a call with me. We figure out where you're at and if we're a good fit for each other, because the last thing you want is to have a coach that you don't like, or realize like you really aren't that interested in, something that I teach or whatever. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. So if you are stuck, just take the next step. Be cognizant of where you are, be conscious of it, and just be open to taking the next step in your health. So I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and happy Halloween.